Hello, geometry students. All right, here is our first recorded lesson for you guys. So if you have this chapter 7 rubric at home, we did fill out the top two things here before March 13th. So if you have that at home, and if you could grab that out, that would be great. If not, then how you're going to take your notes today will be just through, you're just going to get out a plain sheet of paper and write down rectangles and then draw this shape that I have. If at any time I'm going too fast, just hit pause. That's kind of the beauty of this, actually. All right, so rectangle. So go ahead, write down rectangle, draw the picture, and if you need to hit pause and wait till you get there. All right, so we're going to learn about the properties of rectangles. So here's our first property. Well, I don't know if it's a property, but it's more like a statement. All rectangles are parallelograms. So that is super important because all 5 of the properties of parallelograms that you just reviewed and you took like a little warm-up quiz on holds true in every single rectangle. So we're going to go ahead and start by marking some of that stuff then that we would know. So because it's a parallelogram, we would know that opposite sides are parallel. So these two sides are parallel to each other, which is important because later on, then, just so that we remember, if those are parallel, then we can make a Z, right? So this angle down here in the corner is going to be congruent to that angle up there in the corner. So that will be important later on. Oops. Okay. All right, we also then know that this side is parallel to this side. So we put those little marks on there. Okay. Then the second property that we're going to use about parallelograms is that opposite sides are equal. So this side is equal to this side. Right? And then this side is equal to this side. Okay. All right. What else? What else about parallelograms? We'll talk about another one here in a minute, but let's get our next thing here. So hopefully you guys remember from like 6th, 7th, 8th grade when you guys learned about rectangles, maybe even earlier than that. All 4 corners are right angles, so we can go ahead and we can draw in the 90-degree angle there, and there, and there, and there. All right, so all 4 of those corners are right angles. All right, next property. Diagonals are congruent. So this is a new one. So what are the diagonals? So just remembering that diagonals start from corner and go to opposite corner. So that guy would be a diagonal. And then this would also be a diagonal. All right, and those are going to be congruent. They're equal in length. So if one blue line was 10, the other blue line is 10 as well. Now, let's go back up to what we know about rectangles, or that rectangles are parallelograms. I don't know why that's not holding. Well, we learned that the diagonals of parallelograms are bisected. So if my 2 blue diagonals are each 10, then they're each bisected into pieces of 5. So let's go ahead and mark that this piece would be 5 and this piece would be 5. So those would be equal. And then again, the other blue diagonal was 10, so it is also bisected. So this piece would be a 5 and this piece would be a 5. So all 4 of those blue pieces are going to be congruent. All right. Let's see what else. Last property of our rectangles is that when we did that with the diagonals bisected and then the diagonals are congruent, what happened is it created 4 isosceles triangles. Okay, so what I'm talking about here is down in the lower left corner. If this angle down here was 20 degrees, okay, then, right, if I take a look at this triangle here, because the two, this piece here and this piece here, are equal, then that triangle is isosceles. So if the lower left corner is 20, then the lower right corner would also have to be 20. Okay? And then if we know that those two are 20, 20 plus 20 is 40, and then triangle sum theorem says that the angles in a triangle have to add up to 180, so this would have to be 140 up here. Okay? Now we could go ahead and fill in all of the rest of the angles in this rectangle just because I told you that 120-degree angle in the corner. All right, so filling in some more here. All right, if this lower right corner is 20, we know the entire corner here is 90, so this would have to be a 70-degree angle. Okay, and then that would also mean that this angle is also 70. Because again, remembering that this triangle would be isosceles because this side right here was equal to this side right here. So in that orange triangle, those two blue pieces are equal, therefore it's isosceles. And it auto changed on me here. This was supposed to be 70, not 78. All right. Okay. And if those two are 70, then we would know 70 and 70 is 140. So then this would have to be 40. Okay, which you could have known that as well because it makes a linear pair. All right, filling in the rest here. There's a couple different ways you could do that. So remember we talked about that if it was a parallelogram, we could make the Z. So we could make the Z here. So if that lower left corner is 20, okay, then this top right corner would be 20 degrees as well. Or again, you could have used the idea that this corner makes a right angle, and if we knew the one was 70, the other was 20. So then this would be 20 again, isosceles triangle. This would be 140. Again, triangle sum theorem, or because we have the kissing angles. Right. And we would have this angle is 40. We could do that with the kissing angles. This corner is 90. I know that one was 20, so this would have to be 70. This would have to be 70 as well. All right. So just from that one lower left, right? This was the angle I put in first. I put that in and I was able to fill in all of the other angles in my rectangle. All right, so that is the properties of rectangles. Moving on, squares. All right, so go ahead and take a minute, write down square, write down the picture that we have here. All right, hit pause if you need to. I'm gonna keep moving. All right, so our first one is that all squares are parallelograms. So again, what that means is that all 5 of those properties of parallelograms, opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel, opposite angles are equal, diagonals are bisected, consecutive angles are supplementary. All 5 of those rules also apply to a square. Okay? The other neat thing about squares is every single square is a rectangle. Even though it is a square, it is a rectangle because all of the properties that we just wrote down on the rectangle slide, all of them apply to the squares. Okay? Now, is every single rectangle a square? No, right? Because if I went ahead, right, here's a rectangle, opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel, right? Does that mean that that is a square? No, that is not a square. Why? Well, because our first property of squares is that all 4 sides are congruent. So let's go ahead and mark that. So this side is equal to this side, is equal to this side, is equal to this side. And for some reason, it is not letting me put that in there. That is weird. And it's doing some auto correcting here as well. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, so there we go. All four sides are congruent. All four angles are right angles. So that would be another new property that we could mark on our picture. So all of these are 90, 90, 90, 90. Okay. All right. What else? Let's see. Let's see what else do we got here. So slide that guy down. All right, it says the diagonals are perpendicular. All right, so perpendicular means they make right angles. So the diagonals are perpendicular. So what that means is that right here in the middle, this would be 90, this would be 90, this would be 90, and this would be 90. So all of these things are 90-degree angles. Okay, if you want to write them in, you can. If not, no big deal. I had to go get this fancy pen to write on my computer so that you guys could somewhat read my writing. I tried doing it with just my finger, and whew, that did not work. All right, and let's see. The last super important thing about squares is that the diagonals bisect the corner. So if each corner is 90 degrees, okay, and if the corners are bisected, that would mean then that these are 45-degree angles. Right, so that would be 45, that would be 45. All of these are 45. So it's a little bit easier than the rectangles. Okay, because we know they're all 45. All right. Okay. Let's see. I think there's one more thing that I'm missing here that I didn't have written on there. And that is that the diagonals are also, why is it? Here, let's see if I can. All right, for some reason it's not letting me write down there. All right, diagonals are congruent. So they're also the same length. Okay. All right, I like that. So if this one right here was 7 inches long, then this one would be 7 inches long. Okay. Because squares are parallelograms, what that also means is that the diagonals are bisected too. All right. All right, so I think I used 7 before. So if this entire thing is 7, then each of those little halves there would be 3.5. And then if this was 7, then each of these little pieces would be 3.5. So, so that's all that would be saying. All right, squares. Last one here is rhombuses. All right, so again, all rhombuses, rhombi are parallelograms. So again, all 5 of those properties are going to hold true on rhombuses. So let's go ahead and mark in that our opposite sides are parallel. I think I forgot that on the squares. These would be parallel. Okay. All 4 sides are congruent. All 4 sides are congruent. So if I switch back here to squares, all squares are parallelograms and rectangles. All squares are rhombuses also. So every single square is a parallelogram, it's a rectangle, and it's a rhombus. All right. So all 4 sides are equal, so we'll mark 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all equal in length, so those are all the same length. All right, next one. Diagonals are perpendicular, so just like a square, these are all 90s. And then the last one, the diagonals bisect the corners. All right, so if this corner down here were 60, then these would be 30s. Okay. This would be 120 because consecutive angles are 180. So this would have to be 60 and 60. All right, and then this would be